welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And pitching here today, Ronel Blanco.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Okay, all set to go. Now at the plate, Wenzel Perez.
The right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
Next pitch is outside. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
The wind of the pitch. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Vierling. Outside, 2-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Kicks and deals. Hit hard, that gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. And next is the designated hitter, Riley Green. Here comes a pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The tag, and he's in there.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Mark Canha. And the right-hander deals.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And he deals.
That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Vierling over at second. Green at first with no outs. That one ripped. Drops into the glove.
That is it. The second
Let's
base.
take a check of the Tigers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Gio Urshela.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Now, Colt Heath. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Pulled out on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
That big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Urshela steps in on the ground right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
High fly ball out towards left field. Dubon going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, showing the slab in today's game, Kenta Maeda.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Astros, number 18.
Cesar Salazar.
And he takes one right on the black. And the count is even 2-2. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now it's Alex Bregman. The pitch. And a count 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Keith, 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Mauricio Dubon.
Just really solid numbers. He's coming off of a month where he hit over 350. So when you talk about solid at bats, taking the walks, driving in some runs, he's doing it all right now.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. The pitch. That's a little bit low. One out and a runner at second. And that one fouled off. And a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 down. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. The pitch. That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. To the right side. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 1 out. And here's the first baseman. Outside low. And a count 2-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Alvarez, the lead runner out at second. Diaz at first, 1 gone. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores.
Comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Stepping in, Jeremy Pena. It's the slider in there for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Bounce to third. Off balance feet. There's 1. Can't hang on.
Batting the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The other way, makes the catch, inning over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 2 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Houston, second inning set to go. And stepping in is the speedy Akil Baddoo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team.
Got him! And 1 out now. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Up and in. 3-2 now. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And there's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And now, Ryan Kreidler. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Wenzel Perez digs in now with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now it's going to be Matt Vierling. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Trey Cabbage. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
So digging in, Chas McCormick. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the Astros leadoff man. So now 1-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Astros are down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Top half of the third inning. Here's Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next offering upstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Mark Canha waiting to hit for Detroit. And here it comes. Fought off foul. Got him looking for the strikeout. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider. Even though he caught a lot of the zone, and I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Canha. And the pitch. The 2-1 is high. Trying to hold a one-run lead. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a pitch. This ball's chopped to the ground, and that one handled. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman,
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. 2 outs, base is empty.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a ground ball out to short, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park, here's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Now a fly ball to right center. Grabs it on the run, and there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Base is empty, one away here in the last half of the third. Next offering down in the dirt. Wouldn't chase that time. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Two outs, base is empty. And now Yainer Diaz. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And the righty deals. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Diaz off of first with 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And the inning is over. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 2 and the Tigers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Gio Urshela. The 1-1. Slice the other way and foul.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Out to short, and that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
One down, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Ryan.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Kreidler. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
So the tying run at second. Big swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Tap back up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Tigers lead 1. They're down 2-1. And we're back. And the batter now, Jeremy Pena. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Throws to second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
At the plate, Mauricio Dubon. At the belt and fires. That one misses. 2-1. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Around third. He'll score. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Man at first, Trey Cabbage. Up next for the Astros. The 1-1. Foul ball there. One and two here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And he makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder, Chad.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kenta Maeda is done, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. New arm out of the bullpen, Reese Olson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So up next, Chas McCormick. Foul ball. The next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Left-hand hitter waits. And there's a foul ball. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Josh Hader.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And a 1-2. Out towards right center field. McCormick makes the catch. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 8.
Matt Vierling getting ready to hit. The 3-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter, Riley.
So now the DH spot, Riley Green. And another ball. They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got it. And that'll do it.
3-1 ball game. We were looking for a little bit more. It it seemed at points the offenses were going to break out. But a total of 4 runs combined. Really good pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings making all the difference.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.